Alright, let me lay this out for you, because I'm about to hit you with some truth that'll shake you to your core. This life you're living, the day-to-day grind, the struggles, the wins, the endless loop of highs and lows, it's not what you think it is. You're living in a goddamn simulation. Yeah, I said it, a simulation. And no, I'm not pulling this out of thin air. Think about it. If advanced civilizations out there can create technology so powerful, so advanced, that they can simulate entire worlds, how do you know this isn't one of them? How do you know you're not part of one right now? Let's face it, the evidence is everywhere. Now, before you start panicking or brushing this off as some sci-fi fantasy, let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like there's more to this life? Like there's something just out of reach, something you know you're missing? That's because there is. You're stuck in a fucking program you didn't write. And the most advanced piece of tech in this simulation, the thing that's both your greatest ally and your biggest obstacle, is sitting right between your ears. That's right, your mind. Think about your mind for a second. This thing is insane. It processes millions of pieces of information every second. It makes sense of the chaos around you, keeps your body running, and gives you the ability to create, feel, and experience. But here's the kicker, it's also running a program you didn't choose. Most of your thoughts, beliefs, and patterns, they're not yours. They've been downloaded from the people around you, from society, from your fucking childhood. Your mind is the VR headset in this simulation. It's how you see, feel, and interact with the world. But here's the problem, you've let the headset take over. You've forgotten that you are the player. Let me break it down for you. Your brain generates around 70,000 thoughts a day. 70,000. And most of them, total garbage. Recycled fears, doubts, and insecurities that keep looping in your head, telling you the same bullshit story over and over again, you're not good enough. You'll never make it. This is just how life is. Sound familiar? That's the program talking. That's not you. You see, your mind is like the ultimate piece of tech. It's the most advanced computer on the planet, but it's not supposed to run the show. Imagine you're playing a video game, and instead of holding the controller, you just let the game decide where to go and what to do. You'd never get anywhere, right? That's what you're doing when you let your mind run wild. You're the fucking player. You hold the controller. But instead of directing the game, you're letting the VR headset tell you what's real. And here's the kicker, the universe, this whole damn simulation, responds to your focus. Quantum physics backs this up. The observer affects the observed. What you focus on, you create. So if your mind is running on autopilot, if it's focused on fear, lack, and bullshit, that's what you're gonna see. It's like pointing your camera at the trash can and wondering why all your pictures look like garbage. But here's the good news, you don't have to keep living like this. You have the power to take control, to rewrite the fucking program. Your mind is a tool, not a master. It's the VR headset, not the player. And once you get that, once you realize that you're the one in charge, everything changes. So here's what you need to do. Stop letting your mind run wild. Stop believing every thought it throws at you. Tell it what to focus on. Tell it what to create. Your mind is like the world's most powerful search engine, it will find whatever you tell it to look for. You want proof? Think about this. Ever notice how, when you're in a bad mood, everything seems to go wrong? And when you're feeling good, things just seem to flow. That's not a coincidence. That's your mind tuning into a frequency, pulling shit into your reality that matches it. This isn't about forcing positivity or pretending everything's perfect. It's about stepping into your fucking power. You decide what you want. You feel it. You see it. You command your mind to align with it. And when you do that, when you take control, the universe starts to respond. It's like flipping a switch. You stop playing the victim of your circumstances and start creating your reality. But I'm not here to sugarcoat this for you. Taking control isn't easy. Your mind's been running the show for a long time, and it's not gonna hand over the reins without a fight. It's gonna try to pull you back into the old patterns, the old fears. But you've gotta remind it who's boss. You've gotta remind it that it's not the creator you are. This life, this simulation, is your game to play. The rules are simple: focus, feel, create. Stop looking outside yourself for answers, for validation, for permission. Everything you need is already inside you. The mind is your tool. The universe is your playground. And you're the fucking master. So stop waiting. Stop doubting. Pick up the controller, take a deep breath, and start playing to win. This is your wake-up call. This is your moment. The simulation is yours. Now go out there and fucking own it.